Yo, what's up? Haven't uploaded videos for like more than a week, I guess. Well, that's because one thing happened recently. My grandma was in serious danger last week. That was Saturday morning. When we woke up at about 8 o'clock, and my grandma walked to the toilet by herself, and then all of a sudden she just kind of like passing out or something, just fall down on the ground in the toilet, in the bathroom. And we had no idea what happened at that time. So my mom called my dad, and my sister to kind of like pull my grandma up, and then kind of like push her to the room that she used to sleep. And then we was like kind of thought maybe there's something slippery or something. We didn't thought that, probably because grandma had some problem in her head or something. So we was like taking care of grandma until about 1 o'clock, that we about to call for the car to pick up the grandma to the hospital, because we used to send grandma to a hospital where it's kind of like far from my home. So if I call 911, which is in Taiwan we call it 119. If you call the ambulance, it will just send you directly to the closest hospital, which is not going to be the hospital that my grandma was staying in. And we don't want my grandma to go to the closest one, because there are some other aunties and relatives living closer to the previous hospital. But that was like somehow the private car that I called delayed it for almost more than 30 minutes. So we decided to call 119 instead, send it to the most closest hospital. It's about 10 minutes drive. And it turns out my grandma has a kind of like a stroke. You call it stroke? Like brain stroke. And it's kind of like a serious disease, and must be cured within 8 hours. Otherwise your brain has a permanent damage which won't be able to cure. So just put my grandma in a really serious, dangerous position. And so we have undergone a surgery for grandma. Actually, 2 main surgery. One for brain valve or something, and then one for heart, because my grandma has a low blood pressure. So we have very severe situation. And my grandma right now is in hospital. We have someone taking care of her, and hopefully maybe later I'll show you my grandma when I go to hospital. That's it. That's the recent update for my life. Grandma, take care. 93 years old. See ya.